why is the internet so mean right now? Do you notice that? Every single time someone finds something dumb, but it makes them happy and they want to share it with others, everyone just dogpiles on them and makes fun and tries to humiliate them. I don't understand why, but apparently now, as you can see here, Zoomers have discovered that if they place themselves in timeout by forcing themselves to sit 15 minutes without phone, without music, without any type of stimulus, turns out it actually improves their life. And I'm not really shocked by this, right? Because this is a parenting technique to get an unruly child to calm down, right? To hit that reset mode. But it's also something that was done since ancient times, especially in Asian cultures. It's called meditation, right? So it's kind of interesting because they rediscovered something that works. It's just that mental health experts don't recommend it, you know? But there is a medical reason on why this actually causes the reset. You see, a lot of the things that humans do is due to emotions, right? Like, we like to pretend, especially men like to pretend that we're 100% logicals, that we're facts over feelings. But the reality is that, no, emotions actually do affect how we respond to people. And we actually know what causes these emotions. Part of it is due to the hormones in our body. So whenever we're experiencing fear, whenever we're experiencing happiness, whenever we experience desire, part of it is because our body is secreting hormones. Now, these hormones that our bodies secrete, they go through the bloodstream, and they're tiny molecules. And in order for them to be effective, they have to get in our cells. And you gotta imagine your cells, they have like these antennas. They're called receptors. And the hormone molecule binds to the antenna, and they go inside the cell. And what's interesting is that if you have a supersaturation of hormones, then the number of receptors on your cells start to diminish. This is basically a natural phenomenon. It's part of evolution. It's how humans are made. So the idea is that if you're overly stimulated, over a time, the stimulation doesn't feel as good. You can notice this, what happens with drug addicts, right? Like the first time they take a dose, they experience the all-time high. But the more doses they take, it's not just that the high doesn't have the desired effects, is that not taking the drug makes life feel absolutely meaningless. And so for a drug addict, in order to recover, he has to be placed under detox. And over a while, he's going to suffer a lot, but after suffering, he gets better, right? And it's pretty much like the same mechanism that happens with like normal physiology, with just like normal hormones. Like if you're placed in a period of a timeout, if you're placed in detox, if you will, you actually get to feel better. Now, I don't think like 15 minutes is enough, right? I do think there's a placebo effect here. But the reality is, if you were to follow this advice for 2 days or for a week, then you would unironically feel better. So if you're actually depressed, if you're gloomy, if you feel that life doesn't have meaning, if you feel that nothing you do makes you happy anymore, then actually taking a weekend off where you have no TV, no music, no food, no phone, is going to dramatically improve your life. It's going to be hell, by the way. Like for the first couple of hours, it's going to be very difficult. But if you actually have a family, if you actually have support and you can talk to someone to get you through the difficult time, when Monday comes around and you actually start listening to music again, you're going to notice that you're enjoying music more than you ever did. And of course, you know, like the bigger break that you take from technology, like let's say you go to the mountains for a week or two, when you come back, not only will you enjoy music more, but you will also not feel the need to be at the computer all the time or to navigate your phone all the time, right? So basically what these Zoomers are discovering is the exact process that I've mentioned. They're detoxing themselves, right? Now, because this is a TikTok trend, and there's a lot of placebo effect, they're not doing it properly. They're doing it only for 15 minutes. But if they were to actually do it properly, if they genuinely did get into meditation and stuff, yeah, like they would be different people. There is a group of people that do this regularly. They're the Jewish community, right? I'm not talking about the atheist Jews, but the Hasidic ones, you know, the Orthodox ones that still maintain practice. They have this thing where I think it's like every weekend or every Sunday. I think it's every Sunday. They don't use anything that has to do with electricity, right? So they literally do no TV, no music, no food, no phone. And what they do instead is they spend time with their family. Like, they spend time with each other. It's kind of interesting because I once suggested this to someone that was depressed. And I said, like, hey, have you tried doing this? And people got upset at me because it's like I'm promoting Jewish culture. And it's like, look, I'm not promoting, like, the culture as a whole. But if I see something that makes sense and I can medically explain it, and I can also understand why it works, and on top of that, I'm promoting family interaction, you know, like people talking to their families, like, why are you springing out? Jesus. But yeah, no, this is actually a good advice. So if you could manage to unglue yourself from television, from the computer, from smartphones, and genuinely spend time with your family for 1 day a week, your marriage would dramatically improve. Especially when you go out. Like, it's very important when you go out not to take your phone with you if you're going out with your girlfriend or with your wife. But anyway, right. As you notice here, like, a lot of people are genuinely upset about it. It's got 4 million views. It's got Twitter not letting me see it unless I dox myself, and I'm not going to do that. But I don't advise people to try it out. Because, like, again, 15 minutes is not really that big, but if you actually can manage it for a day or take a weekend off and go grilling, go fishing, spend some time away from electronics, then yeah, that's definitely encourageable. And if you can pull it off, you'll genuinely notice that your mood will improve. So don't say I never did anything for you. You know, I gave you some advice that no healthcare expert would give. And free of charge on top of that. Well, it's not free, like you can always get some buyer's remorse. But anyway, right. Let me know what you think, and more importantly, and I'm genuinely curious, let me know if you could pull it off, if you could manage to stay 1 day without touching electronics, and let me know how it worked out for you. Take care.